everyone, I'm Lana and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about a situation that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to tell this story and share my experiences with you, so hopefully some of you will not get into the same situation as I did. So basically I was browsing online looking for one of the luxury bags. I don't remember which one. I think it could have been Chanel wallet and chain. And I'm browsing and looking around, and somehow I came across the Therealreal website, which I heard of and I've already looked at it before, so I was quite familiar with it. And I was browsing through it, and then I saw a bag that I really liked, and that was Gucci Maroon Super Mini bag, which was so adorable. It was in green color. Even though it was an older model, I knew that Gucci didn't make them in that color anymore, so I really loved it. And to be honest, I've been searching for kind of this type of bag for quite a while, and I've always knew that I wanted that bag because how versatile and cool that bag is, because you can wear it in so many ways, especially in such a beautiful color. So I looked at it, on the Therealreal website. It said Gucci Maroon Super Mini bag. It had the suggested retail price, and that was 40% off. Discount. It was a final sale. So I was like, this is a great price. What's really important to note is that it wasn't a price that was just too good to be true. It actually was a good price, kind of in the bulk part of what you would find for this particular model on other resale websites. So I thought, well, that's great. Even if I pay VAT and custom charges, getting it from US to UK, it still was a good deal. So I thought, that's great. I'll get this beautiful bag. Even though it's a final sale, it's fine. It looked perfect. And I looked at the photos, it was just perfect. I googled it again. Is this the model that I'm looking for? Yes, it was. Looked, at some of the YouTube videos, and I was like, great, this is just exactly what I wanted. So I go ahead and order this bag. I pay for it. When it gets dispatched, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the bag. Already anticipating all the different outfits and how I can wear it on vacation. So I get the parcel, I'm super excited, can't wait to open the box. I'm like, oh my goodness, so exciting. And this is what I get. I was like, this is a little bit smaller than what I expected. Like, much smaller than what I expected. Look at this. This is so tiny. And that's not the bag that I bought. Or at least I thought I was buying. Like, look how tiny it is. And look at this. So when I looked at the pictures, they pretty much look like the Maroon Super Mini. And this, like looking at that bag and this, you would hardly notice any difference. And the way they photographed it, that the chain was like this, so it kind of looked like it was a regular strap. And when you're ordering something that is listed as the bag that you want and under the same price as the bag that you want, you kind of think you're buying the real deal. Well, I guess not. So I started Googling this because I was curious, how could I make this mistake? Like, is it me, or did I get duped? What actually is going on? So I Googled this, and I found out after doing a bit of research that this is a coin purse. So basically the Therealreal listed it as a bag and not as a coin purse that it actually is. And in that case, the price for it would also be different, and it wouldn't be listed as expensive as the bag, the Super Mini bag. This, to be honest, is useless. Like, I can't use it. It's teeny tiny. I don't need a coin bag. I don't even carry coins anymore. So this is just like, imagine paying like all together with the taxes, VAT taxes, custom charges, and handling fees. Like, that was over £600 for coin purse. Like, no. It gets even more interesting. I was angry. I realized that I was pretty much scammed by the Therealreal, who have done false advertising and used a completely different name and description for this item. So I got in touch with their customer service, and I've written very detailed message explaining that this item had a wrong name, wrong model name, it had wrong price. And the funny thing is that they sold super minis in green on their website in the past, and some of them were very much similarly priced to the item that I was buying. So I was thinking like, this is legit. I'm buying the real deal. So I've written this long message, and I said, listen, even though I know it was a final sale and it's not eligible for returns, I want you to process the return and send me the shipping label and cover my shipping costs to the UK, which also was quite expensive. And the next day I get a response saying, yes, we're sorry you received a wrong item. Yes, you can send it back. Let us know if you want the free shipping label. Of course I want one. And yeah, and that's kind of where the message was. So I replied back. I said, yes, please process the return and send me the label. And then, a few days go by, there's nothing. And then I read another message. I was like, by the way, can you please, answer my email message? Can you please send me the returns label? Again, few days go by, nothing. And it got to the point where I was like getting so pissed off because I felt so tricked. And the customer service was so, not just unhelpful, but absent, when I needed them to make everything right. So I got on that chat and I started chatting to a representative of the Therealreal, and she looked at the case and she said, oh, by the way, your product is not returnable. And she said that the 14-day return period has expired. And I said, well, first of all, it hasn't, because by the time you sent it to me and I received it here in the UK, it still hasn't been 2 weeks, it still hasn't been 14 days. And I have emailed you twice, and my messages were ignored, and I sent her the copies of the emails. And then she goes back and she says, well, I need to check with my supervisor if I can approve this return. And I was like, you don't even need to check anything because your colleague has already authorized the return. Here is a copy of the message again. So, we're going back and forth, and I'm getting really, really frustrated. So after a while, she approves it, she sends me the labels. So now I have UPS labels. I can ship it back to the Therealreal. But the thing is that they have agreed to refund me the cost of bag. They have agreed to refund me the original shipping fees. And of course they're covering the cost of the returns label. But what makes it even more complicated is that all the VAT and custom charges that I had to pay in this country, in the UK, I'll have to take care of it myself, which means apparently there's a very lengthy and somewhat complicated process to get that money back. And it's like 20% of the cost, so like it's a lot of money, which means now not only I didn't get the bag, I have to deal with all this hassle, but also I will have to, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get my money back from UK government. So I guess the lesson learned here is, one, just because you've heard the name of a particular store, the Therealreal always comes up in any kind of luxury resale website reviews, as one of the best ones. But what I haven't done is that I didn't read the Trustpilot reviews. And apparently there's actually a lot of stories like mine where either they've shipped a wrong item, or it wasn't real, it wasn't authentic, or they haven't shipped it. Like, there's all kinds of things, you know, that people have been complaining. So that's one thing I would say, is that read the reviews. Also, like, read, cross-check everything under the description. Look at the photos. Even though my photos, it looked like a normal bag that I wanted. Yeah, check all the measurements to that. Check all the terms and conditions just to cover yourself. And also always buy big purchases using a credit card, so at least you have another layer of protection. So if there's any issue with the Therealreal agreeing to accept my return, then at least I could have gone to my credit card and go through the different route of getting my money back. And I guess if you live overseas, if you don't live in the States and you want to use those websites, I would say probably don't risk it, just because, like I said, return is going to be somewhat tricky and potentially could be complicated. What I'll do is that once I post this video, I will keep you updated in terms of how my refund process goes. Yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you learned something new, and hopefully this video was useful. And hopefully you won't repeat my mistakes. And yeah, enjoy your day. Bye.